we got here, huh? We got good stuff? I mean, maybe. We got lots of oh god! What the heck is that? Is it... It's a fast and stubborn little... Is it like a frog thing? I don't know. Oh, this you got all your jump scares, all these... I don't want to deal with jump scares, man. You just put me through the sandworm battle. What? How the heck am I gonna get up there? Oh, by double jumping. I forgot about that. Oh, that's all it does. It just activates a trap mechanism. Great. Hey guys, wanna get impaled for me? No? You're right, that was a brutal thing for me to say. I'm sorry I said that. You know, these parts of the game are kind of fun, and they're okay. But you know, what I don't like are the boss battles. I've never been that big a fan of boss battles. Honestly. I just don't quite understand what this, like, having a huge difficulty spike for a little bit. Like, I don't understand how that benefits the game. Like, what does it gain by having the hard boss battle? You know, does it gain, like, by scaring away the noobs or whatever? By only attracting the, you know, hardcore gamers for scaring off all those dirty casuals? I don't know. Okay, on the subject of difficulty spikes, we're dealing with a lot of spikes right now. They're not really that difficult. I mean, I just took out that sandworm. What's gonna be difficult after that, huh? I mean, once that thing is dead, all is right with the world. That's all I can say. And that's, I mean, I really was considering just, you know what, I'm like being done with this game in the course of that boss battle. But honestly, I understand that's like, might be an overreaction. But now that I finished it, I'm like, that feeling of finishing is just so amazing that of course I'm going to keep playing it. And get till the next boss battle. Like, I go through these dungeons where, I mean, I don't really quite like them that much, honestly. I mean, they're kind of fun, I guess. But there's not like much more to it than that. It's just fun, or that's how I feel. And like, there's not some kind of like deeper meaning to going through here, and it's just sort of difficult. And I'm just going through here, you know, just go through here, do whatever crazy thing. Let's see what's in this door. And I'm just like going through all this, you know, somewhat fun stuff in anticipation of getting to a point where I have to deal with another horrible boss battle. And that's what I'm going through. I'm going through all this suffering so I can just make myself really suffer. That's the goal. Oh, jeez. That guy is tall. Well, I'll probably meet him later. Oh, here they are. Did he just, like, charge forward? That's not what I was expecting a guy with that mace to do at all. That's not how maces work. You swing them. You don't charge forward like some kind of evil demon comet with them. That's not how it works, you lunatic. Oh well, they're demons. What do they know? They think they're people, but they're just demons. It's like I mean, I could be reading Dostoevsky's book Demons. You ever heard of Dostoevsky's of Demons? It's a classic! And I actually am really looking forward to reading that, but I haven't gotten to that book yet. I'm going to get to it in a few books. I've not gotten to it yet. There's still a few more between me and it. Like this translation of Eugene Onegin. It's the Oxford World Classics edition of Eugene Onegin. At least I think that's how you pronounce Eugene Onegin. But what really makes this amazing is that this translation preserves Pushkin's original complex meter and rhyming scheme. And that's just kind of unbelievable. Like, if you had asked me about that, I would probably have told you that was impossible to do in English. That there aren't enough rhymes in English that you could construct non-really awkward and forced, you know, rhymes in that meter. But he did it. He did it. Whoever did this translation, I forget his name. I don't remember it off the top of my head. Whoever did that translation, though, he is like one of our greatest poets because he pulled that off. And by R, I mean the English language world. How the heck do I get over this? Do I have to double jump? I guess. Oh God! God, get! This is how it rewards me for trying! I'm just... I mean, there's so much salt right now. So much salt that I'm just so salty, man. I'm so salty you might need a glass of water after listening to me. I know that I certainly should be drinking water after I've been doing all this shouting. Voice hurts. It's important you gotta preserve your voice. Your voice is a very important kind of thing, you know? I mean, I certainly think so. So right now, these enemies are tough. But it's gonna be like all the other, you know, floors we've gone through. At first, they're tough and unbeatable, and by the time we're done with the floor, it's just, they're just totally no threat at all, nothing to worry about. Ow! I forgot about that one. Those dirty... Oh, whatever. What's a few demons, more or less? I mean, we can just kill them without any shame, we can just kill them with impunity because they're demons. Who even cares? The subject of that, though, I do believe I'm going to look into what kind of demons I'm dealing with. That's only polite. I owe them that. So the, Titamonus, I remember them. Remember these guys. Or they're Creolos. And they have sickle-like talons, and they gather in groups, and now that I look at them, they look kind of like, not a frog, they're like a praying mantis, aren't they? And the giant guys with the maces are Gung-Hogans. Yeah, I guess they're really gung-ho about fighting. Oh! Anyway, they're a greater form of Earlbolg? What's an Earlbolg? Let's find out! This is not the most efficient way of finding them, but I still did. Oh, the Earlbolgs were those really, easy-to-kill lizard men, swordsmen. It's self-conscious about its posture? Is that a generalization about them in general, or do all of them just have the same personality? I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Could be either of them, I guess. Why is this area called Blighted Blood? What blood is there? I mean, other than the demon's blood everywhere, but that blood's always blighted. It's demon's blood, for God's sake. Oh, well. I don't know much about demon towers. Anything goes in a demon tower, man. Oh, 2 of them. Okay. Hi, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just dropping in for a visit. He didn't even try fighting back. That's sort of sad. Maybe I shouldn't have killed... Oh. Well, that was a time well spent. Time well spent, of course. Hey, how do? Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. That's just silly of me. What would Eugene Onegin think of this? Forget the fictional character. What would Alexander Pushkin think of video games? I mean, assuming that or what would any historical figures, you know? Like, assuming that they weren't, you know, like, ignoring how impressed they would be just by our state of technological development. Well, something I wouldn't mind knowing is, like, what would they think of it, you know? Like, I think of video games as a very interesting and promising art form. Kind of like how and I think they are getting some more acceptance, but they're probably going to be like movies or comics. At first, a lot of them really don't have that much artistic merit, and people disrespect them and think of them as sort of vulgar and you know, like, oh, they're corrupting the youth of today. But later on, given a few years, they're going to become highly respected as forms of art. But once they do that, though, it's often going to be a big, like, difference between the popular, like the blockbuster kind of video games, and like the art video games, like the art games. And you know, art games are going to become, like, soon we're going to have the video game equivalent of all these crazy art films. Like, you know, think about it. I mean, we already are seeing it. We're starting to see these, like, indie games with all these crazy, which really are basically art games in the same way that an art film is an art film. They're just sort of, like, all about symbolism and not necessarily about the things that people typically go for in a movie, you know? Oh! I probably should have pressed that button last time, huh? Like, think about it. I mean, there's one of the art films that for some reason most sticks out in my own memory is, what is that called? I can remember it, even if I don't remember it was called, Dillinger is Dead. It was an Italian movie from the 60s, I believe. And it was quite a curiosity. And, I mean, ultimately, I'm not sure I agree with its message, which seemed to be about how, like, modern society is, like, making men not manly anymore, and that's bad. I mean, by that definition of masculinity, I just don't see what's good about, you know, the kind of run around shooting people kind of masculinity, you know? What? What just happened? Okay, here we are. That's, was weird. Well, anyway, as I was saying, let's keep exploring! That's not what I was saying. I was talking about art films, what wasn't I? Oh god, they're like high defense versions of the praying mantis men, aren't they? Great. Great, that's exactly what I wanted to deal with today. High speed, praying mantis men demons. Who are really clingy and just want to touch you all the time. Quick, go away, you perverted praying mantis demon man. Maybe they have a weakness that I just need to exploit. This is not the way, this is not the one I should use. No, neither is this. They're just overall just unstoppable. Great. I can barely handle one of them at one of them. How am I going to handle a group of these things? I'll tell you how. Level grinding. It just never dies. How much HP could it possibly have? It has a lot of HP though. I'll give it that. Whatever else it is, it has high HP. And this is the much more efficient way of hurting it. Okay. Okay. Here! Well, it bleeds. We can kill it. Okay. Now guys, we just gotta draw their attention one at a time, because otherwise it'll be impossible. Where is it? There it is. Come on, bring it, bring it! I'm not afraid of you. Anyway, Dillinger is Dead was like a movie about a gas mask salesman named Guido who goes home one day and finds like a gun, like a pistol, an old pistol wrapped in old newspapers, and the pistol is implied to maybe have belonged to John Dillinger. They're good at evading. These are very tough guys, actually. But, Dillinger is, of course, you know, the famous gangster Dillinger. And this pistol, well, the guy just kind of glosses over it, doesn't even, like, worry about it. And then he spends the day kind of ritualistically, like his evening, I mean, kind of ritualistically tending to this pistol. Like, he paints it red, paints, like, white polka dots all over it. I remember he, sinks it, like, cleans it, he soaks it in olive oil. Does all these kinds of weird things. And eventually he kills his wife with it after watching a bunch of movies and acting in a really childish way, like home movies, I mean, on a projector. And he also cooks himself dinner, and it looks really good, and he just throws it out. It really pissed me off. Like, you just made all that food, don't throw it out, man. That's what I want to say to Guido. But, oh, and also Guido's like an immature, disgusting, really hairy guy. And he also has, if I remember right, he has sex with their maid, because he's so loyal to his wife. And anyway, the big ending of the movie is he murders his wife while she's asleep after he gives her lots of sleeping pills with using the pistol. Then he goes out and he dives off like a beach. He goes swimming at a beach where like Lord Byron drowned or something. And then a boat under the command of a beautiful woman in a bikini like takes him in and lets him become their cook, if I remember. Then we end the movie as the boat sails away and the screen goes to blood red. And it's art. Now, to be clear, I really was, like, legitimately interested the whole time, and I do think there's a value in those kinds of movies, but gotta move. Like, I watched Ingmar Bergman's Persona. Oh, it's just... I couldn't recommend that movie. It's just, like, boring and frustrating and uninteresting. And don't get me wrong, to me, I mean, I'm glad that there are people out there who can appreciate that sort of movie. I really am, and I think it's good that such people exist. But, you know, I am not one of those people. And I really don't want to ever watch an Ingmar Bergman movie again, but I'll probably watch that one with the guy playing chess with death, though. It's so famous. Hey, what do we got? I went through all that for a freaking Rhoda fruit? Okay, whatever, sure. And down here is that area where we couldn't jump to earlier. Bring it! I just took out that sandworm! Think I'm afraid of you, schmucks? The answer, by the way, is no. Anyway. What do we got? What are we even doing anymore? Oh boy! I guess now we just gotta level up for a while. I always love leveling up. Actually, I do like leveling up. It's very satisfying. Even though, you know, I'm a big fan of Undertale, and the whole point of that game was why there are more important things than watching numbers go up. But hey! This isn't Undertale. This is a game where really it is just about the numbers going up. And that's what you're worried about. That's your goal, is for the numbers to go up, to tick up, to tick up. Look at all the numbers of damage we're doing to them. Look at all the numbers that we're getting on our screen here. I have a whole lot of EXP. And I bet you by the end of the game I'm going to have well over 200,000 EXP. Although really, I don't know how long this game is. In any case, I'm teleporting back to the beginning of this area. I mean, I suspect this is like the second or third to last area that we're in now. So, we're pretty close to the end, really. It's a shame to waste all of these status-boosting herb effects that I have right now, but oh well. What about these? Can I get any divine blessings right now? I'm not going to bother strengthening the current leggings, because I'm just going to get more leggings later. This area's powerful leggings. Leggings. What about... How can I increase my skill recovery? Yeah. It's 80,000? I don't have nearly enough for that. I'm going to save up for that, because my survival is, like, dependent on my ability on my skill recovery. Now, ain't it, huh? I mean, I like, at this point, enemies are so dangerous that just standing near them is, like, very dangerous. And so being near them to even administer the typical attacks is, like, dangerous. So I gotta use these long-range attacks. Call me a cheater, call me a dirty cheater, but this is war. And, as they say, in love and war, all is fair. That's not normally the word order they use, but that's still the same message. Go. Forget it. I'm not crossing these spikes more often than I need to. Hey guys, hi. How you doing, guys? Hi. You doing okay? You guys doing good? You doing good, you little praying mantis men? Okay, here's what I need to do then. I need to get this, because it can expand my jumps. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed to do. It's a shame I fell in the spikes first, though, because those spikes did a lot of damage. And the demons don't care, though. They can just get spiked away and not even fucking affect them at all. Those jerks. And now I am not very high on health anymore. So, if it comes to it, though, I can just teleport out of here and not even worry about it and just keep going this way. Just sending a flaming fire thing out into the night. It's been a while since we've been near enough to the surface to see the ground, hasn't it? Oh, hey, Mr. Roo. Nice to see a friendly face for once. I never met a Roo before my experience in this tower, but now it feels like I've met half your kind. Did the others tell you about me or something? Have you been waiting here for a Rhoda fruit, perhaps? Does that mean that we found half of the Roos in the game? It loves us. It loves us enough to give us battle armor. You know, people talk about how, like, dogs are man's best friend. You ever had a dog give you battle armor? Didn't think so. Wow, this is some pretty hefty armor. Where in the world did you get it? Sorry, I'm being rude. I should graciously accept your gift, not question it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh dear. I hope they're not getting at a plot point there. Like it'll turn out that they've been killing, I don't know, like knights or something to get these. That'd be bad. But yeah, we really are near the end of the game. We only have one more pair of armor and 2 more pairs of leggings. Really are near the end of the game, huh? Wait, we have the spirit cape equipped, right? Let's just stand here for a sec. Holy crap, is that fast health regeneration! I'm glad I remembered to do that. Now I don't need to what the heck? Is that like a land anglerfish? It is! That's a weird one. Why are we dealing with land anglerfish? Why is that a thing? And what is this, some sort of demon plant? Okay, now we're getting, the terrain's changing. Interesting. Quit it, you little... Alright, here's what we'll do. Is this your weakness? No, it's not your weakness at all. You just have very high armor, don't you, you little plant man? Maybe wind's your weakness, like the dragons. No, it just doesn't have any weakness. It's just impervious. It's just like those little super strong, you know, what are they called? Praying mantis men we met earlier. The ones that were flashing red. Just keep attacking it, and eventually it'll die. It can't take this indefinitely, can it? I will say, though, the demons here are really, really tough. So, what was that? Was it a tulpi? It was a tulpi, a type of grass that was... It's grass? This demonic mist even turns grass into a demon, and not just any demon, but a demon that powerful? Also, now I look about it, they drop gold? What good does gold do us? We don't have any current... Why do they drop gold? Anyway. Oh, Ogacha can detect bloodied water. Huh. I have a feeling we're going to near a water area soon, then. I mean, I'm not surprised that they would detect water since they're, you know, they're plants. I mean, not they're plants, since they're fish. Although a plant would also detect water, of course. However, it's not worth dealing with these plant things. They simply have too much HP. We're like in a forest now. Like a forest filled with weird fungus and bones and plants and anglerfish demons that just hop around. I don't know either, man. Here, let's switch back to our Fireblade thing. You know what? Forget it. Not worth it. Who's over here? Oh, we're out of the forest now. Out of the woods and into the fire. Or into the Blighted Blood, I guess I should say. Oh, God. Eh, this isn't that bad. These aren't as bad as the Praying Mantis Men, even though the plants are so strong. Even though the demon grass is so powerful. It's so obscenely, really just kind of ludicrous. Why is grass? It's frickin' grass! And yet it's not really that powerful, it's just that it's kinda has a lot of HP. I suppose that is a lot of HP because, the reason being that it's like its mist, you know, probably produces status effects, and so while you're in the middle of fighting other enemies, it's better that you don't even bother, you know, attacking it because it has so much HP, and that just gives you an extra thing you need to dodge while you're fighting the other enemies, and you know, another layer of challenge. Right? Right. They can take a heck of a lot of punishment, though, can't they? All right. Oh, what's this? Oh, just a pot? Okay. I'm still gonna kill it, though. I mean, I'm not gonna just let demons just run amok, doing as they please. I'm wondering if that, like, environmental shift is a, you know, sign... What the heck? Is that a gear? Can we jump onto it? Whoa. We actually have platforming where if we fall, we die now. And this door is locked. Yep. Let's, you know, when she thinks the text is, blue, it's like Navi is talking to us. Good old Navi. People don't like her. I like Navi. She was Link's best friend for a very long time. Yep, we're actually having legit... Well, we've already had legit platforming challenges. It's just that now there's, like, some chance of not making it. Loot! I'll take it. Although, apparently you don't fall into a pit, you just fall into... Well, I guess we did fall into a pit, didn't we? It's not, but it's not like you get a game over. It's even more annoying because you have to deal with a... You know, going through a whole new area. What the heck? We found the Blighted Blood, guys! This is the... I mean, is that blood? It doesn't look like lava. This is gross. I guess that's the bloodied water that the fish are hopping out of. Can I knock them into it? Oh god, get out! Yeah, I can knock them into it. Is there something on this island other than the grass? No. Okay, so this is like a forest area filled with bones and creeks that are red with blood. Yeah, this is more the kind of stuff I'd expect from demons, actually. I mean, isn't there like some Buddhist hell with like a lake of blood? Probably. Those East Asian hells don't mess around. You know, people getting sawed in half, boiled alive, their skin peeled off. They really just don't mess around, those East Asian hells. But I don't know that much about Chinese, like, mythology and stuff. I've just read a few stories, though. Like, I have this, collection of, what was it? I don't quite remember. What was it called? Feng Ming Long was one of the, was a notable, collector of, short stories in the Ming Dynasty, and it was one of his collections, in translation, of course. And I remember a story about where, you know, they're talking about the hells, and, like, somebody seeing the torments of hell or something. I forget what happened in it. But those torments, man, they were really horrifying, honestly. In any case, this is a pretty interesting area. The thunderbolt they shoot out of their little glowing thing outlives the fish. And I can't jump up there. What's that stuff rising out of the plants? I don't know. But they're probably it's demon stuff, because now they're demon plants, aren't they? But this is going to be really inconvenient if every time I miss a jump on the platforming challenge, I have to go back here, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that just be really... Yeah, we're back here now, okay. Is it even worth fighting these guys? Absolutely! These grasses are like reverse vacuum cleaners. Vacuum cleaners suck up the dust, these guys spit it out. They're not very useful as vacuum cleaners, now are they? Alright, get all the spear, get the spear points. We need 80,000 of them if we're gonna get that next upgrade now. Wait, did it move? Can the grass things move? I don't know. They can sure die though. Oh, what are you gonna do? You're gonna... not gonna do anything. Well, I gotta say, this area is actually really interesting. the whole gears and the whole platforming challenges and the weird way that there's this bloody forest encroaching upon the stone masonry and architecture. It just, well, it's really a neat kind of effect, honestly. I didn't expect something like that. Oh, now I just gotta take out a bunch of them, huh? I can do that. Don't worry, no problem. Let's take out the old whirlwind style, shall we? Just kidding. This is a very ineffective way of taking them out. Fire, I guess, is their weak point. Also, it's, I think, my most powerful weapon anyway, so why wouldn't I use it, huh? I don't know. But we're low on HP now. I do know that. But I'm not stopping till I frickin' taken out all the angler demons. All the anglerfish demons. All the land-crawling anglerfish demons that are glowing red. This is a really strange situation, isn't it? Maybe it's all just a hallucination brought on by the horrors of fighting the sandworm. But probably not. We only have 24 HP left. That is not much HP, is it? Nope, it's not. In fact, we need to get out of here right now! Or else we're gonna get a game over. You know what I don't want to get? Is one of those. And it's a shame that we haven't gotten to the next goddess statue yet. We have to go through all that again. That's fine, though. It's not like going through the sandworm again. It's much better than that. Well, let's go meet some more Blighted Blood, shall we? The whirlwind's still effective against the praying mantis men. I've probably already leveled up a whole bunch of times since I got here. The Roo is gone. The Roo is gone. So that's... well, I guess they're just going to be on their way. But wait! What if all along we've just been consistently encountering the same Roo over and over and over? Wouldn't that be something? These guys hit hard and they can take a lot of hits. And I have to deal with them all at once. That's going to take some crazy skills. Some mad skills! I still think that what my strategy that I'm employing right now is probably the best one you can employ. But, oh my god, I've taken a lot of damage already. I don't think a single one of these anglerfish has died yet. Maybe if I can knock him into the pit over here, I could, take him out that way. Oh well, probably not worth the trouble. Since they'll eventually go out if I keep attacking them. If they're anything like those grass guys, though, this is going to be a while. Guys, come on! Come on! Bring it on, guys! Don't worry about me! Ha! Okay. Never mind. They should have worried about me. Or I should have worried about them, I mean. These are tough anglerfish demons. These, in fact, are the toughest anglerfish demons that I have ever encountered in my whole life. I'd never have met a tougher anglerfish demon than the ones that are in this bunch. We killed one of them, though! We're nearing the end. The end is in sight. Blah, blah, blah. What do I want to talk about next? How about, I don't know, I guess we could talk about, remember Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? I didn't appreciate it at the time as much, but that was a really good show. I want to watch it again. Like, they had a lot of episodes which actually weren't even, like, jokey. They were just kind of serious the whole time. And at the time, I didn't really appreciate that. But now I value that and think that really is kind of remarkable. You know, good on Lauren Faust for creating that. Oh, hey, you're gonna... Yeah, he's done. I just need to kill, like, one more monster. Like this one! This would be a good one. Or not. I need to kill 2 more monsters. Are there any more monsters in here? Of course there are. In this tower, in this demon tower, monsters are never hard, you know, they're never far away. You can always find a demon, whether you want one or not. Oh, most of the time, though, you don't want demons, though, do you? Most of the time, you don't want demons. You're like, demons suck. Oh, well. Who cares? They're demons. Doesn't matter. Maybe this piece of grass we're wailing on had a life once. Maybe it was one of the most popular, friendly grasses in the garden. In the whole forest. But these demons, with their demonic gases, turned it into demon grass. And that just really sucks. I mean, it's a very tragic story for that poor piece of grass. Anyway. Well, I did some level grinding. Let's take on the fishies. By the time I'm done with them, they'll be sleeping with the fishes. Now, won't they? This is really kind of horrifying, seeing all these slowly moving anglerfishes just kind of crawling towards me. I mean, I understand it's also sort of comical, but it's just so surreal. Isn't it? Am I the only one who thinks it's surreal? Because I think it's pretty surreal myself. Just gotta be careful not to let them get too close to me. Okay, we've killed several of them already. We're doing pretty good. I think my level grinding has paid off. Ooh! Yeah. My level grinding paid off. It's hardly even fair, really. These guys used to be so much more powerful than me, but now they're just slightly stronger anglerfish demons. Instead of significantly, really a lot stronger anglerfish demons. What do you think I'm gonna find in that chest? The key? I called it, dude. Now then, don't I, like, heal if I stand still or something? Yeah, I do! Good! I think that I heal more quickly outside of the tower, though. Maybe that's what the significance of those bits where we get to be outside the tower is the significance is that you heal more quickly. Can I make the jump? Yeah, the answer is yes, I can make the jump. That's some crazy platforming action. That's some hot platforming action. Alright, who's next? Demons are next, duh! Who else would it be? What would I attack? Say, monsters that weren't demons? Nah, only demons. You call me racist, call me old-fashioned, but I don't believe in attacking non-demonic monsters. And they're probably happy about that. Anyway. Really, there are no monsters in these parts that aren't demons, are there? All demons all the time. Man, I'm doing a lot of damage to this grass with each hit. Wow. Tim and Eric, awesome show. Good job. Okay. Ooh, we made it. Open the door, please. Why, thank you, Crimson Key. What are we gonna meet on the other side? Demons, of course! What did I expect? A very tough demon. I normally expect the mages to be kinda, I don't know, weak and squishy. Oh, there's just grass up here. Oh, there's grass and a sorcerer. Hey, sorcerer, you look kinda like Aghanim. Aghanim was a very mean guy, so it's not a good thing that you look like him. Who's next? Well, I guess this sorcerer is next. Is he supposed to be more powerful than the old sorcerers? Please. But I will read about them. I owe them that much. I guess, are we conducting field research on these guys as we fight them? And this is like... This is, Unica's notes? Or does she have like a book that just has them all in them and she consults it? And if that's the case, why is it that she can't consult them until she's encountered them? Maybe it's a magic book, anyway. So they're called Urobass. They're a half-serpent wizard, huh? Well, half-serpentine, but I don't get why they just wouldn't call it a half-serpent. Half-serpentine is being like half-ugly. Only here it seems like they're trying to well, forget it. They disorient foes through heavy use of teleportation and finish them off. Well, I mean, maybe they could distort like an idiot, but I don't think they're going to be much match for our knights. Mostly because these warriors, these holy knights going through this tower are really tough. Like, this is just like a very, apparently Yunica is an unusually weak holy knight. Also, it would look to me that these things can in fact move just very slowly. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like the idea of grass moving. Just get out of here, grass. I'm tired of you, grass. I'm tired of you grassing my style. You're a pain in the grass. You're a grass A. I was gonna do like a pun with grade A, like jerk or something, but instead of grade A, grass A. That was pushing it. That wasn't a very good one. That really was pushing it. Let's heal. Yep. Okay. We can enjoy the majestic views of the skies, of the clouds. This tower is really tall. The atmosphere is probably beginning to thin out. These holy knights are like Sherpas. They're able to breathe this with no trouble at all, man. I mean, think about how much their chests are heaving for breath as they go about their combat, huh? I've seen better sorcerers. In fact, these guys are probably the best, but they're still not very good. And they're not as big a threat to me, I feel like, as some of the past sorcerers I've met were. Oh boy! An undead enemy! Okay. I can deal with that, because I have the silver chimes, huh? Wait, did I just see a rehash of the, Yeah, I did see a rehash of, underwater, scorpion demons from the flooded prison. Only here they're not underwater at all. They're very much above the water. Man, you get hurt just by being in that water. In that bloody water, I mean. That's pretty rough. Come on, guys. Go! It's a shame I couldn't get the spirit points that I knocked off of them because, now, everything at this point is just shooting. It's no longer physical attacks. It's all shots all the time. Oh, and they project shields around themselves, do they? That's just great. I'm so glad they do that. That just makes me so happy. I'm so glad for them. Just kidding. I hate them. Not even... You can't even get like a second's piece of quiet in this place. All these jerks everywhere. And on top of everything else... Oh, well. I just want to kill this thing already, huh? Let it just not be alive anymore, huh? It's just annoying. It's just an annoying, oversized frickin' prawn! Well, let's re-equip our cape and just get healed real fast here before we continue exploring this blood pond. See, there it goes. There it goes. It's healing. This is a very useful cape. It could save many lives if only we had one in the real world. Fortunately, I don't think it's a feasible thing to make in the real world. What's over here? Oh, sorcerers. What, is this just leading to another area? Probably. But isn't that what all the areas we go to are doing? Leading to other areas. I mean, I don't know, that's deep. Hey, you done? You done? Jerk. Oh. Well, let me just look around this room and get a better lay of the land before I leave it quite yet, because since we've cleared out the enemies, I mean, I feel like it's valuable to just look around and see what we got here. The fact that they teleport right next to you makes them very easy to attack. Like, why would they do that? I mean, don't get me wrong, in real life it could be pretty intimidating, but not when this is like, you know, in an isometric view brawler. Oh well, whatever. Maybe it's not a brawler, maybe it's a hack and slash and I'm misidentifying it as a brawler. And I don't know, what do I know? Wait, I just go in a circle? What was even the point of that? Is this a doorway? It is a doorway. Well, I already went in here. Whoa! Wait, is this the room with the goddess statue? Is it the room with the goddess statue? No, it's not. It's not the room with the goddess statue, guys. I'm very much just wrong when I thought that. I don't think I can win this battle. Let's get out of here. Later, losers! What a bunch of dweebs! Bunch of friggin' dweebs! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just getting slap happy or something. It wears on you after a while. Once a guy has gone through these games this much, it just wears on you. Let's just see what's in here, though. Let's just stand still for a sec and let our health replenish, and then go in there and kill all those sorcerers in that area, then go back in here and look around. I know what you're thinking, but Mackerel phones. Why would you go kill all those sorcerers? Because EXP, duh! Don't you get it? It's all about the EXP, and I moved. Alright, and then, and then I killed them. Let's see what we got here. Oh, more sorcerers! The goddess statue! Thank goddesses! And thank goddesses, just sorcerers protecting them. They're not very tough. Of course, these ones will be, won't they? Certainly like making their oh little noises, don't they? Maybe that's the magic words. The magic words are just oh. Well, we got one of them. Where are the other ones? They're over here! Who needs them? That's what I want to know. I don't need them. They're a bunch of jerks. They're a bunch of big bullies, ain't they? Oh! We're gonna... Come on, just let me get to the goddess statue already. Guy, you know this is hopeless. I know you maybe consider it heroic to just fight to the last man, but it's not, man. At least, not my philosophy. Maybe to you it is. Who am I to judge demon culture? The crystal's power purified the demon's statue. Pure. Save. Just save it, quick. Just save it. Just save it more. We're in Blighted Blood 2. What? Do we qualify for any more divine blessings? We have 67,000 spirit points! Holy crap! Strengthen my current armor, please. Good, now that's done. What else we got? We're pretty close to getting to a hastened skill recovery level 2. We just need another 20,000 HP. That's all! What's in here? Is it the boss? Oh, it's the mid-boss, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, God. Well, I brought this on myself by falling. Just quit, you little... I can't even see what's going on. I gotta get out of here. I also gotta equip the silver chimes again, because these frickin' undead jerks! Oh, and they're glowing red! They're my target in this room. But their shield hurts me. Typical, isn't it? Oh, well, they're not that tough, though. Come on, guys! Quit it, you crawfish demons! I like crayfish, too! For many years, I had a pet crayfish. But, you know, I don't like these guys, because they're trying to kill me. Don't get me wrong, my pet crayfish thought she could be very intimidating. You walk up to her tank, she'd rear up on her crayfish legs, and be like, "Hey, boo, I'm gonna spook you, spooky!" But, of course, none of us were intimidated, because she was just a little tiny crayfish. It was honestly kind of funny, but she never got used to us and never learned to like me. That's great loyalty there. That's how you know. When you consider that, like, when you get a sentimental fondness for that, for being unliked, you got a problem. Oh, well. I got a lot of problems. But that stupid sandworm isn't one of them. I'm not gonna get over that. As long as I live, like, you know, years from now, I'm gonna be like, hey, like, I'll be talking to myself, be like, Mackerel phones. Remember that time you killed a sandworm in that one video game? That's gonna stick with you for forever, because you know, it was just amazing. Like, how could the final boss be any harder than that sandworm? I almost don't want to even know. I almost don't want to even know what the final boss is gonna be if the sandworm is that hard. Now that we took those guys out, let's stop for a second and heal. There are lots of little sparkles all shining all around Yunica. It is a very attractive thing. Oh. You know, this game is like a lot of games. The further I've gone into it, the sort of less seriously I take it. Because after a while, it's more and more... I'd more develop the attitude that, yeah, it's just, you know, just a goofy game or whatever. There's another one of those guys who are glowing red down there. I should probably take him out. I have a feeling that when I do, something neat's going to appear on that platform I was just on. And I see that I am down here now, so gotta take him out. It's my job. It's what they're paying me for. And I need to get him into a position where I can actually see him, though. God. All these projectiles coming from every direction. It's pretty darn crazy. Right here. Hey, you busy here? No, you're not busy, I hope. Oh, you're casting a shield, huh? Coward. I don't have a shield. And look how well Unica's doing. She's doing pretty well, but she has auto-healing and you don't, so maybe it's fair. Maybe the shield is just balancing it out. Hey, that's the argument that the demons would use. So I took out another one of the glowing red guys. There must be another one in this room. But first let me take out these crawfish things. They're so annoying. Their issue is they have so much HP, or rather such high defense, I guess. But it makes them just like a real nuisance. And they're so... And their projectiles are also a big problem. Like, it's the combination of things that make them hard to deal... that makes them hard to deal with. No one would like them at a party because they're just jerks. Yep. You see, I got him... Like, some enemies would just be gone by now, but these things... Oh, well. I feel like it's getting more difficult because the enemies' attacks are... Well, I mean, the enemies are... Well, of course it is getting more difficult, but I feel like a lot of it's, like, unreasonably high defense levels for enemies. Like, it should not take this long to just take out a simple enemy, unless there's some trick that I'm just missing. Probably is. Probably is. Probably that's what it is, isn't it? Let's just attack him out. In this kind of setting, this like going through an enemy tower, it's such a lonely setting, isn't it? Just all monsters, no friends. And I understand we do have friends. I think this game did a, did a good job, actually having like other characters. It didn't have quite as much humor as I would have expected from a game where one of the first lines is about how her butt hurts. But overall, I do think it's pretty good. I mean, ultimately, the weakness of its story is the weakness of a lot of video game stories. Well, it doesn't really gain anything by being in a video game. But, honestly, I don't think it's, like, a great story. I mean, it's not a bad story. It gets the job done, but I don't think it is by any stretch of the imagination, like, a great story or anything. So, I suppose that it's only real... Like, combined with the video game, maybe the story does benefit. Because outside of the video game, we wouldn't really care that much about the story. But within this video game, the story is an ample justification, and that's what it's designed for, and gets the job done, while also creating characters who actually are like a cast of, memorable, interesting enough characters. So who knows? Maybe the narrative does in fact benefit from being in a video game, or rather, the video game benefits from the narrative, and in that respect, the narrative serves its purpose, and there's not really much more to say about it. Like, I mean, okay, maybe it's not great literature, but it really gets the job done, and what more do you want from a narrative, huh? I don't know. Maybe it's really testament to the video game just not really, to the story just being kind of pointless. Like, the gameplay is what we're in this for. The story isn't, like, super gripping or anything. Oh, there's still another one! Isn't super gripping or anything. But, and maybe ultimately then, there shouldn't even be a story, but if there weren't a story, I don't know that I would play this game. So, who knows? Who knows what's good and bad in this kind of context for the video game, for the sake of the video game. I don't know. Who am I to judge, huh? Well, actually, who am I to judge? I'm like an art kind of guy. I'm a guy who like is interested in art and kind of looks into art, and I think that's pretty reasonable to judge. So, you're the girl who took down Zava's familiar, are you? Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting you to be quite so young. You do your family name proud, little girl. You're the man who spoke to the sorceress in Rado's Annex. You're Dalles, aren't you? In the flesh. I lead the Darklings in their noble pursuits, though I myself am but a servant of the great demonic will, the force that spawns demons throughout this land. But enough about me. What can you tell me about yourself? So you're the one trying to get your hands on the demonic essence, then. Why? Why would you pursue something like that? It doesn't make sense. The goddess told you about that, did she? I'm not surprised you'd question my reasoning. I can see in your eyes that you're a privileged, upstanding individual. But deep down, I think you know exactly why I'm doing this, and I think you'd do the same if you had the chance. Sorcerer Dalles, stay that forked tongue of yours. Your empty words mean nothing to her. Ooh. Oh! Commander! Hey, Yunica! Reinforcements have arrived. Roy! Sorry to say, we have you completely surrounded. Ramona! Well now, it certainly took you long enough. It's sad when a little girl like this can outpace trained knights. We received reports of an enemy sorcerer in the area, but I'll admit, I'm surprised to see the boss himself make an entrance. If we take you out here, it should crush your lackey's spirits quite effectively. Prepare yourself. Now, Cecilia! You're mine. What the? It didn't do a thing. Didn't even touch him. And he laughs some more. Magic born of the Black Pearl cannot harm those who serve demons. They are, after all, one and the same. Damn. You bastard. Magic may not work, but I'm betting you can still bleed. Let's see you escape our blades. I think I've let this little puppet show go on long enough. Ah! Damn it. What's going on? What just happened? No! Roy! They've been turned to stone. Commander! Cecilia! Ramona! Please! Say something! Now that's a look that suits a little girl. How sweet that you should show such concern for your fellows, ignoring the fact that you yourself are in grave danger. How dare you! What will it be then? Will you now seek vengeance? That didn't go so well for you last time. I'll never be able to beat him like this. And what if I hit one of the other knights? Huh. You're more composed than your reputation would suggest. I was told you were very much the goddess's favorite, so I've spared you from my magic. You're to deliver a message to your Lady Fina. Tell her I'm staking a claim to her sister's divine powers, and seizing the Black Pearl is my own. And she'd best not interfere, for her sake, and for the sakes of these statues as well. Ah! And just so you know, you'll find that even the goddesses and the 6 priests would have a difficult time removing this curse. I look forward to the show. Your vain attempts to save these worthless insects should prove most entertaining. Roy. Commander. I don't want to swing my sword near them to try to press the expect button, but can I? Galleon stands as a statue, poised for battle. Ramona stands as a statue, gripping her sword. Roy stands as a statue, staring blankly ahead. Cecilia stands as a statue, her face frozen in shock. Oh. Oh dear. Oh no! Are we gonna try and carry them with us or something? What if the demons come through here and smash them? I guess we don't have that option. I mean, I probably... and try to save after good things happen, but... well, we're gonna save them. I'm not really worried. We're gonna save them. They're not gonna die or anything. We're gonna save them. No problem. I mean, I understand that this Dalles guy isn't gonna make it easy for us, but they're gonna be saved. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. That's how these things usually go.